What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's popping? What's popping? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Live on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time. You know, live at the same time doing what we do, man. Live on both platforms. What's up, man? It's actually my first time going live on, my new computer and stuff like that with the all that good stuff, man. So what we doing, man. Like I said, this tapping in, tap in, man, and news that you can use, man. We all blessed to see another Friday, and you most definitely know they not like us. You know, go on here with me though, man. Let everybody know. If you're on Facebook, what it do? YouTube, what it do? Y'all tapped in, man, with CBDub Media, man. We here this Friday, this fantastic Friday. As my bro Gary Davis would say, it's going to be a great day. I'm doing some 3D printing and all that type of stuff. I got another request for another car order. I got 2 cars, 3D printing cars going out. Actually, I'm sending them out tomorrow, going to Tulsa. So, got them going out. Package going out to Texas. So, yeah. Like I said, y'all know Fridays is my short day. So I'm out this joint, 12 o'clock, out with the wind. But yeah, this is what we doing though, man. Let me see what's good though. We also got some events coming up as well, man. Let me know who tapped in live with me, man, so I can give y'all a shout out and all that stuff. Y'all know how I do, man. Big Ray, what's going on, Big Ray, man? Big Star Landscaping tapped in with us. My fam, bro Ray Miller. Like I said, if y'all need bro a jack of all trades, you know what I'm saying? So you need a little bit of anything done, a house build or some rebuild, some remodeled in your house, landscaping and all that type of stuff. He's most definitely the guy to get at. And that's for everybody that's on YouTube and on Facebook. I gotta get used to doing all this. I'm actually setting up everything. Like so I'll be running that podcast show before I get started. I'm gonna be really back kicking off the podcast show. Y'all know I try to do it all the time around this time of the year. When summer about over with and things like that. So y'all know I'll be kicking back off the CBDub Media Mixtape Radio Show and the podcast show, saying cap and no cap, so we're gonna be kicking both of them off. Like I said, y'all know we're gonna be doing, man, like I said, keeping it hot for the winter time. Don't mean we ain't gonna keep it hot. We're gonna keep it hot with good media content, me and Bro Reeds. I know we got enough content right now that can last us all the way to next summer and all that type of stuff. Bro Skyler done tapped in, Twisted Concepts Car Club, the president. He tapped in with me, man. What's good with you, bro? How everything going? But yeah, like I said, man, cooking up some more 3D model stuff, on the car thing, so those orders been coming in fast. I can't complain. They've been coming in, what I'm saying? So I definitely can't complain on that. That's what it's about. I'd rather take some business than not getting no business and things like that. So, that's my whole motto. And I hope everybody done had fun if you've been at the fair, at the OKC fair. I've been out there, I'm like, what, I'm gonna keep myself, where it's safe at and all that good stuff, man. And so that's my main thing. Like I said, bro Scott said he on the Grizzly. That's what's up, bro, man. Get that bag, Twisted Concepts, and check in with it. You know what I mean? That be on the grind. Let them know about your event you got coming up as well, bro. Things like that. I know Saturday you got a couple events going on, bro. Famous Greg tagged me and some stuff, man. They got the Okie National Car Show that's going on this Saturday as well. Like I said, he's got the flyer on my page that he tagged me in. It's on my post, so you can go check it out. You know what I'm saying? So they got the Okie's National Car Show going on this Saturday. And also down at the OKC's Farmers Market, they have the Wheels, Beats, and Eats expanded car show, open to the public, open to everybody, and all that type of stuff going down at Farmers Market from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and all that good stuff. And also, if you like some good cruising and stuff like that, going out to 12th Street Cruise and more, bro Brian Smith, they're gonna be out there doing their thing, man. If y'all want to see some good cruising, go out there and check that out as well. Shout out to my bro Rees, The News Speed Killers, Respect the Shooter. Y'all go to his page and check out a lot of stuff as well. And like I said, he's always keeping updated with good media content, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all tap in with Bro Reeds and check that out. And y'all make sure y'all go follow my YouTube channel, man, CBDub Media on YouTube, and subscribe and all that good stuff. Sharon, what's going on? The lovely Sharon and Miss Sharon Jones, you tapped in with us. How you doing, young lady? You doing all right? You enjoying your day at work? Ira, what's going on? We got Texas checking in with us right now, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's what we're doing, man. Like I said, salute to everybody that had tapped in with your boy. But what everybody got up today, man? I know outside of work, you know what I'm saying? Some people have like an early day or something like that, you know, because Friday's my early day. 12 o'clock come around, I'm shutting down. You know what I'm saying? The good thing is all these printers and all that stuff at both shops can run on their own and all that type of stuff, you know, so they keep it pushing. Bro, Skylar got it going down, man. October 18th, Saturday in Anadarko, Oklahoma. She said, check out the flyers for all the events and stuff like that. He has it on his page. Y'all go to his page, check it out. He be putting on some dope events in Anadarko and things like that. So, you know, shout out to my nephew Cody, you know, and things like that. Like I said, y'all know I'm booked in and locked in for Halloween. You know, I got to do a big old Kinsella Halloween party with Minko and stuff like that. Oklahoma, what's going on? David Breeze, man, fella, shooter, photographer, man. What's good with you, bro? What it do? Sharon, you good at home today? Love you. That's what's up. I'm hitting you up when I get off here. You know what I mean? Definitely hitting you up. Got to hit the lovely Sharon up. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my good friends. You know what I'm saying? One of my beautiful good friends. You know, she's always supportive of what I do, and I'm always supportive of what she do. You know, bro. Peanut, what's good, man? Bro said he off today. You off today? You off? They let you off? Man, y'all know it's a miracle when they let Bro Peanut off. Salute to everybody that's tapped in on YouTube as well. You know, I'm checking the messages on there too. They let Bro Peanut off. Man, Bro Peanut never have a day off. You know what I mean? So this is the mirror. It's probably gonna rain outside. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. It's probably gonna rain outside. You know what I mean? Bro Wally, what's going on? Wally Lawrence tapped in, man. You know what I'm saying? What's good, bro? Hey, I appreciate it, man. And like I said, appreciate chopping it up with you out there at the OKC Airfest. We will be chopping it up soon in person, man. Things like that. As you see, I'll be ripping, running, and gunning, man. They be having me all over the place, but we most definitely gonna chop it up real soon, man. Like y'all keep doing what y'all do, man, and that's just it. You know, keep doing what you do. You know, that's everybody in OKC out here in Oklahoma that's actually doing something. You know what I'm saying? Get out here and continue doing what you got to do, no matter what the haters say or whatever. You know what I mean? Continue to do what you do. You know what I'm saying? As long as the haters talking, you know you're doing something, and that's free promo. Bingo. Terry Hill, what's going on? DJ Hill, let me borrow $2, man. Try to hit the top. Hey, bro, I'm offense. We definitely can't hit the taco truck. You know what I mean? I'm actually, you know, I gotta run back to the south side, back over to on the south side. I gotta meet up with bro Larry Smith. You gotta have him do some amp work and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The power amp, the ground amp came out and all that stuff in the fuse. So yeah, I have to do something on that. But yeah, after that, I'm pulling up to one of my favorite spots on the south side. You know what I'm saying? When I'm home on the south side, I always try to hit this spot up. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know about Tacoville, you don't know about Tacoville. Tacoville, that's where I'm going. They got some of the best burritos in the fucking state. I got you on that $2 too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you definitely can. You know, you got it. And salute to bro DJ Hill, man. DJ Hill, man. Like I said, me and bro chopped it up the other day. We linked up and got to go lock in everything for the Super Sport Unity Cruise that I'll be talking about soon. Like I said, a lot of people don't be giving bro his credit because, like I said, bro is one of the true OGs. I heard when it come down to this car show shit, car game, and DJ shit. Me and bro was having this conversation yesterday when we was eating at the 405 Grill after we got done locking in the date on for the Super Sport Cruise, man. It's funny shit, man. Like I said, real talk. You know, I remember I'm 48, you know, bro. I think bro like probably 52 or something like the 51. But I remember back in the days, back in my knucklehead days, that's way before, right when I was just out of high school, I was in high school, maybe my senior year, and it just started college. I remember we was sneaking into clubs where bro was DJing at. That's when I was a young buck, you know what I'm saying? Probably about 100 pounds there, you know. I was just a tall, skinny guy, but we was kicking at the clubs, man. Bro been putting it down for a long time on the DJ and the car shit. And we was having this convo about all the car shit, you know what I'm saying, back then and all that. That's why I tell people, me and JoJo made a post, a long time ago. I posted that video and I reposted it not too long ago and things like that. And it's kind of one of them deals, like you said, really ain't missed a car show. Really, the only time I really missed the car show shit is when I was gone overseas, stationed overseas, when I was married and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, there's only a lot of people who say they've been off the porch since 90, literally 90 on up to now. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's like I said, and DJ Hill, he's one of the pioneers, man. Like one of the people that really been doing it, man. Like I said, and been supportive of everybody, and things like that. Like I said, I mean, that's we had a lot of throwback combos yesterday on all that, the car culture, the DJ culture, and all that type of stuff. Going back and forth in between both platforms, but y'all give me a grip. You know what I'm saying? But it was one of them things, man. Like I said, bro, always been supportive. You know what I mean? At that time, he probably didn't even know who the hell my skinny ass was at that time. You know what I'm saying? I was just, person doing music, playing college basketball, you know what I'm saying, and all that type of stuff and everything. And that's, that's where the name CBDub comes from. That's my street name and basketball name and name on the block, you know what I'm saying? So that's just what it was, you know what I'm saying, before y'all see what y'all seeing now, the business owner and all that type of stuff, you know what I mean? But we was out all the time doing knucklehead shit, you know what I'm saying? Like that Fabulous verse say, we was out out doing dumb shit, risking freedom with our friends, you know what I mean? Now I'm ready to just be chilling out, watching the sunset in the Benz. That's me now, you know what I mean? That's me. But like I said, people before you, man, I always try to give a shout out and show love to all the people that have, been in this game for a long time and been doing what they do and all that type of stuff. Like I said, without them, it wouldn't be no us. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's a lot of car people around I can name off, and I'll be talking about that in my documentary. I will be dropping a documentary, a two-part documentary, 30-minute documentary. First one will come out on my birthday. Then the last one will come out at the end, which is January 10th. Then the last one will come out at the end of January. You know what I'm saying? 2026. So you see, get to understand, the myth and the legend of CBDub, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. The myth and the legend of Reeds. Y'all gonna get to see where, y'all see the banner in the back. That's a lot of years. We didn't 18, 19 DVDs, movie. It's going on 2 movies now, since mine's almost done. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of them things, man. Y'all gonna get to see, where, how we originated and up to now. And like I said, it ain't been easy. You get what I'm saying? This shit ain't been easy, nothing like that. Like I said, it's been a grind, and all these times of people, not supporting you and things like that. And that's why I said, but doing what we're doing as the Newsbeat Killers is opening up doors for what we're doing now. The News Killers brand and stuff like that. It has, like after I retired from my day job, way like 3 or 4 years before I retired from my day job, that brand, I've been able to open up 2 shops. I've been able to open up, different avenues of income and stuff like that, all that type of shit, so just based off that. Ira been around the whole time, Ira, he's an OG, he's older than me, what I'm saying, but bro been around the whole time, and he always fucked with me and Reeds, what I'm saying, and supported what me and Reeds did, him and bro, God, I mean, oh my God, how can I just Brazy, but Brazy, what I mean, he know he is, what I mean, so it's kind of one of them things, man, where it's been an uphill battle. And we just now probably like started getting paid off what we're doing really the last 5 or 7 years, 7 to 5 years, what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And like I said, and that was a lot of shit. You know how much people we made money? They done made money off the brand, and have, it's like I said, me and bro DJ Hill had that conversation the other day. A lot of people a lot of the businesses and people have reached out back to us on down the line, what I'm saying, and locked in with us. But there's been a lot of people now since they know, when I be getting hit up when I'm on live, But what I'm saying, when now that they know the brand cost, they know like, hey, it's just, but like I said, we still, bro Jason, my bad, Jason motherfucking Clark, my bad, brother, what I'm saying, Jason motherfucking Clark, I call him Brazy, what I mean, that's that's street shit, but Jason motherfucking Clark, they was around, they always supported us, what I'm saying, from the beginning and things like that, what I mean. So like I said, it took time for all that. It just didn't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I said a lot of times when I'm doing these shout outs, when I was working at the radio station, me doing these shout outs, shouting all the companies out and all that type of stuff, they charge you for that. They hitting you over the head, boom, 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 for that type of shit. You get what I'm saying? They taxing the hell out of you, you know what I mean? So when I was at the radio stations, wherever I was stationed at, I was always at the mainstream radio stations. So, from every state I was at, salute to anybody that supported me when CBDub was on the radio, mainstream radio, all the way to the internet radio. I was one of the, that's gonna be documented as well on what you call it, I'm saying, on the documentary thing, the two-part documentary movie of mine, you know what I mean, based on me and Reeves, like I said, like a lot of people don't know, man, that just, that was shit, boy, it ain't been an easy road. It ain't been an easy road, you know what I mean? When we put out that first DVD, like I said, we had planned though. We actually ended up releasing that damn thing a couple weeks early. You know what I mean? At that time, I was part of City Quake Car Club. Shout out to my bro Aaron, Sean Epperson, JB. You know what I'm saying? Bro Bradley, rest in peace. A lot of people, man, like I said, that DVD was so hot. They wanted it out early, so we ended up actually releasing it early. During when our bro Mario, he passed away. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So we end up one of the other partners, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, in the passing away. So we end up, God, what was his name? Damn. But we end up releasing that. We end up doing a big car wash up at Advanced Auto Parts when I was running out there in Dale City. And man, like I said, that couldn't keep him. So shout out to bro Takeoff, things like that from digital Takeoff Digital Media. He was doing the pressing up on our DVDs. We could not keep them DVDs in the hand and stock. Shout out to my bro Derek. I had the DVDs in the liquor bin at all his stores he owned all across Oklahoma. We could not keep them motherfuckers in stock. You know what I'm saying? We could not keep them motherfuckers in stock. Like I said, if it wasn't for the people, it wasn't for the supporters, it wouldn't be no us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And we our main thing was, it wasn't about the money. We trying to put on and showcase the cars and the hip hop music that we have here, and that's what we've been doing. You know what I mean? And all that good stuff. So, when I was even doing the internet radio, I was one of the very, very first few. A lot of people didn't know that when I was stationed over in Germany. Like I said, my ex-wife could attest to this. I was one of the first few. I wasn't the first, but I mean, I probably was in the first probably 5 or 10 personalities that had an internet radio show going all the way back. This was in 2000. We're going to go to 2002. When I first kicked it off. Shout out to my radio personality, DJ, radio mentor, DJ Freddie TKO. He's from Detroit, Michigan. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. He's still over there doing radio and all that, brother. Retired, got out the military. He was running the radio shit over there while he was in the military. You know what I mean? And he was like, "Boy, you got a voice." You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? When I got to the spot, you get what I'm saying? Everybody thought I was from the West Coast. I was talking my shit, doing my thing, doing the music shit. You know what I mean? Everybody, man, you must be from the Bay, or you sound like E40. So it was kind of one of them crazy things that I couldn't go on the radio. So y'all will be able to see all that and hear about all that. Like, so I'm gonna have these people doing cameos. They're gonna be doing their own observation on me and things like that, and on reads, and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, we ain't, we got people out here that really vouch for us. That I got people out here around the world that you gonna see from Germany. I got homies gonna be checking in from China. The drops, really, this shit been for real. I've really been on my grizzly with this shit outside of the hustle, the job hustle, and all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So, I invested a lot of time and money into myself. Me and Breeze invested a lot of time and money into the brand. Camera equipment, shop shit, now all that type of stuff. I'm running like a chicken with my head cut off. You know what I mean? I'm glad I got a secretary to do all the phone calls and the text messages and all that shit. I ain't got to worry about all that crazy shit, the window shoppers, all that type of stuff. Salute to her. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's one of them things. I'm running between 2 shops. I'm saying, I'm really trying to, hopefully by the end of the summer, not end of the summer, but end of the start of the winter, I can consolidate down to one big ass building. That's my goal. You know what I mean? So hopefully we'll be able to do that and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my niece Brienne over at Chic Prince. She's one of my employees. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, she's really the boss. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's just being real. So that's that on that. You know what I mean? But like I said, yeah. So But this coming up weekend, though, we got the Okie Nationals car show that's going on Saturday. Check the flyers on my page. Appreciate that, Ira. The Wheels Beats Eats Hispanic car show and festival going down at the Farmers Market, man. 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. this Saturday as well. Y'all make sure y'all get out there and check that out. That's gonna be really official. I'm gonna do a slide through, get some footage and all that type of stuff. Tapping my bro Brian Smith out there and more. They got the 12th Street Cruise going down this Saturday as well. That's another good thing, So, man, Ira, what I mean? Like I said, hey, I got, when I was doing the music, I got to live that dream out. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to perform. One of the people I look up to. One of the people I pattern my hustle. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I said, that was a thing. It was a gift of the curse. We was rapping, sounding the same, and all that type of stuff. I would sound like, so it's kind of one of them deals where, it's wild. You know what I mean? But wherever I was at, wherever I touched down at, wherever state I was in, whatever country in, I held it down on the music and all that type of stuff. Like I said, they ain't even the flyer or nothing like that on that. I need to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, and my sister, D. Ely, tapped in, and that's going down October 4th as well. You know what I'm saying? She's doing the Fall Classic 2025 car show, top 20 awards, all that type of stuff. Beautiful models. She stayed with the beautiful models. You know what I'm saying? My sis get the model in it as well. Y'all need a model for something? Tap in. Serious inquiries only. But y'all know that's going to be going down real official. Y'all see the flyers she been posting. I've been posting. Everybody else has been posting. You know what I'm saying? So when I leave my Super Sport Unity cruise and stuff like that, the same day, October 4th, I'm going to pull up to her event. I'm going to show sis some support. You know what I'm saying? And after I leave from there, I'm going to go do a little cruising and all that type of stuff and get my chill on. Then later on that day, it's going down, man. Like I said, the next day is going down real official. DJ Wayne, DJ Hill, man, the who's who of the DJs, all going to be at the R&B Festival Extravaganza, October 5th, downtown, right where they did the Thunder Parade at, things like that, the park. It's going to be live. They got all the live R&B bands from back in the days, R&B musicians, groups, solo artists, and, so I'm a hip-hop junkie, but it's most definitely some R&B people that I can't wait to hear. Like I said, that was around my time and era. You know what I mean? DJ Hill can fill you in if he on here right now on who will be there. You know what I mean? But like I said, Shy, man, the list go on and on. When I get off this live, I will post these flyers in the comment section so y'all can see, and I will I post the flyers on my YouTube channel as well in the community actions and what's happening and all that stuff events. But that's going down real official, man. I already get back on them beats, man. Like I said, I don't do a lot of rapping no more, nothing like that, man. But I can put them behind the videos that I've been producing for the car audio, the car visuals. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be dope to have some beats from somebody in Oklahoma behind the music. That's majority of artists you hear that we have on the soundtrack behind the videos. Those are Oklahoma artists or artists from Denver, or artists people we actually know. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. Me and Reed. So definitely do that. You know what I mean? Then send it to my email. I use my email at things like that. But like I said, this weekend is going down real official, man. There's a lot of things going on. Jam packed. Shout out to my bro Famous Greg for tagging me in that post. You know what I'm saying? The Okie National Car Show going down this Saturday as well. Boom. Wheels Beats and Eats at Farmers Market. The Hispanic Heritage car show pop-off is going to be really going down, man. 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. They're going to have food trucks out there and all that good stuff and everything. And like I said, tap in with my bro Brian Smith out there and more. They're going to be having the 12th Street Cruise going on. That's going to be really dope. Like I said, it's something to do all weekend long. Like Reed say, it's always something to do when y'all say it ain't shit to do in OKC. You just got to stay tapped in to the newsfeed killers, and you're going to be tapped in with the tap-ins all the fucking time and the happenings. You know what I mean? Then don't forget, like I said, it's going down October 4th. We got 2 events going down October 4th. You know what I'm saying? The Super Sport Unity Cruise, man, via CBDub Media is going down, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Back for the 7th time, spinning the block for the 7th time. Gonna keep doing it all the time, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. And that's what we're gonna continue to do. Peace, good rides, and cool vibes. You know what I mean? And that's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma version of TMZ. We the TMZ, the good version. The great version. We ain't trying to, broadcast nothing negative. And then like that. If you're right about that, I can definitely agree with you on that. So that's gonna be going down. The Super Sport Unity Cruise 7 going down October 4th, man. 12 noon to 3 p.m. We're gonna meet up at the Dollar General store right across the street from the fairground, right next to Whitaker's. We're gonna meet up over there. and meet up over there at 12 o'clock. We're gonna post up there from 12 to 1:15, 1:30 at the most. Then we're gonna get there. We're gonna cruise all the way down May. We're gonna leave out from that parking lot going all the way down May, all the way down till we get to Reno. Bust that right on Reno. Ride Reno all the way down. You're gonna see, you're gonna see the 405 girl. That's where the post up gonna be at. You know what I'm saying? After the cruise, post up gonna be at is there. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that, man. I got that on the flyer and all that type of stuff. I will be posting that in the comment section. Y'all make sure y'all be checking for that. Then the Fall Classic Car Show 2025 via G Ely. That's going down. Sis gonna be holding it down, man. Like I said, that's gonna be going down from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. All that good stuff is gonna be popping. Beautiful models, cool cars, good vibes, as always. So I smash out for mine. I'm smashing through Sis's, and I'm chilling at her spot. You know what I'm saying? Show Sis some support. I'm gonna bring some people with me too. And we're gonna get back out traffic after we leave Sis spot, this cruising city. Like I said, then the next day, hey, y'all know DJ Wayne them shut the shit down. I mean, it's like I'm thinking they expected them to close to 10,000 people out there. You do the math on that. DJ Wayne them expecting close to 10,000 people out there at the park downtown. You know what I mean? They right across from the Thunder Arena. They expected about 10,000 people at this R&B festival extravaganza. Y'all better tap in with Broke DJ Wayne and get y'all tickets. They $25. Y'all better tap in, man. Support one of your fellow Oklahomas bringing good events to the city all the time. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be really official, man. Like I said, and that's going down and all that good shit. And like I said, before I get off here, like I said, I'll be dropping the Langston University shirts, saying here in a few minutes, and things like that. So bro, Pat, stay tuned. Like that's gonna be going down real official. The Langston University homecoming going down October 11th, man. They got hip hop icon, legend, ghetto boy, Scarface out of H-Town pulling up to Langston University October 11th, man. It's gonna be real official. That's OU Texas as well. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know I'm a Langston alumni. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go down there. I gotta go stomp the yard. I gotta go see what I see. You know what I mean? So we're gonna be down at Langston. You know what I'm saying? For the game, the homecoming game and all that type of stuff. They got Scarface is gonna be performing live after the game. So that's gonna be real official. And guess what? That's all free. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, if you ain't want to go nowhere and ain't trying to go out of the Texas to the Texas OU game in Texas, if you want to stay somewhere in Oklahoma and all that type of stuff, pull your ass up to Langston, man. That's real official. We the function to be in the building. Like I say, y'all, I tell people all the time, a lot of people ain't never have been to Langston. Come down. It's really cool to come down and check out one of the only historical black colleges in Oklahoma. That's one of them. That's it. Come down and check it out, man. It's good vibes, good time. Everybody there, like I say, and I love going, like I say, because I went there, what I mean, and me and bro Patrick, a lot of us, we all went down there, you know what I mean, all the frat brothers and, saying sorority sisters and, all that type of stuff, you know what I mean? So, it's good to run into people you ain't ran into in a long time because some people stay out of state, so they come specifically back here for that. You get what I'm saying? So that's the thing, man. Come out there and check it out. Scarface will be in the building. Langston Homecoming, October 11th. Pull up, no huggies. Y'all know how I be saying it, man. Y'all know the motto, man. Get out and do something like Bro Reed said. It's always something to do. When y'all say it ain't nothing to do. Y'all stay tuned with the news feed killers. We gonna keep you filled in with the happenings. You dig? Like I said, once again, the rundown. Busy weekend coming up. Oakley Nationals car show going down this Saturday. Check the flyer for details and location. Wheels, Beats, and Eats, the Hispanic car show post up food truck extravaganza going down at the farmers market, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. this Saturday. Also this Saturday, you want to go out there and more, check out a cool cruise. The 12th Street Cruise is going down this Saturday night. Pull up. It's always something to do. It's always something to do. Something to fit your vibe. Like I said, then October 4th, the Super Sport Unity Cruise via CBDub Media will be popping off. Shout out to DJ Hill. Bro Reeds will be in the building. We be catching the action, the filming, and all that type of stuff. We're gonna DJ Hill gonna be out there. He gonna be having them USB flash drives with all the great fucking music on there and all that type of stuff. He's spinning a little music. That's gonna be real official. Since the Ely got the Fall Classic Car Show 2025 popping off real official. That's going down October 4th, you know what I'm saying? 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Hey, like I said, then the next day, DJ Wayne, man. All the DJs, DJ Wayne, DJ Hill, DJ Eddie Brosco. I forgot the rest. I mean, it's a lot of people. All the DJs, the who's who of DJs, the OGs will be in the building for the R&B extravaganza going downtown, man. Real official. Real official, October 5th, man. So, that weekend gonna be jam-packed too. It's gonna be something to do. Stay tuned. I'm about to log out. I got about an hour work left, man. I'm gonna be in traffic. Y'all know what it is. Bang! We out.